Hi, my name is Tamara Elamine, and I am the data analyst for Walmart Incorporated. My job today is to present the executive team with an analysis as to whether or not Walmart should expand into New Zealand. The country I am going to use to compare New Zealand to is going to be Chile, and the data points that I will be reviewing are the gross national income, gross domestic product, total assets, total liabilities, total equity, net sales, net interest, and the unit count by international segment. First, as you can see, Chile is in blue and New Zealand's in red. New Zealand has approximately 5 million residents, and Chile has well over 18 million. New Zealand's gross national income hovers around the 200 billion mark, while Chile's is well over 250 million. This information is important to this presentation because Walmart relies on the income of the residents to support the stores regardless of where they're located. And if the income is not there, then the store will not be successful. The gross domestic product by country and year. Again, Chile is in blue and New Zealand's red. So New Zealand again is hovering around the 200 billion mark, and Chile is closer to the 300 billion. And even though Chile is a lot larger, New Zealand, there's a big difference, almost $100 billion in difference as far as what each country produces each year. Next, I conducted a 5-year look back for Walmart's total assets, total current liabilities, and total equity. And the reason I felt this was important to our decision was because we want to make sure that moving into a new country does not impact the financial statement in a negative way. So as you can see, the total assets have slightly increased year over year since 2017. And even though the current liabilities have gone up, building a new distribution center and stores in New Zealand could cause the total current liabilities to increase and the total assets could decrease depending on what decisions are made within that region. One of the things that it's important to note is that Walmart has no locations over in New Zealand currently, and so we would have to consider the importing aspect of getting merchandise over to the country, as well as building a distribution center to support however many stores we decide to build. We also need to take into consideration that in order for us to have an equitable distribution center, we would definitely have to build more than one store. So that's another consideration that we identified as important. And so we will look at the financial statement to see if New Zealand would support the expansion of Walmart into that country. The net sales are tremendous for Walmart, so we've seen a great increase year over year. The expectation could be for Walmart to continue to see a minimum of 2% increase. And although the net interest and the unit counts by international segment are low, it's very important to note that the sales are there. So one point of consideration is whether or not Walmart would have the sales in New Zealand to support our operations. The recommendation is for Walmart not to expand into New Zealand because New Zealand would be an area that we would have to start from the ground up, and it could possibly cause more harm for the organization than it would return on investment. Thank you very much for your time, and I hope you take my consideration or my analysis into consideration when making your decision. Thank you.